It's episode 6 of a crazy little thing called Love Death. Hello and welcome back. Thank you for sticking around to this podcast. I appreciate it so much. Seems like my listeners have gone down. I really don't know why. Why have they gone down? It goes up and then it goes down, a bit like a roller coaster. So people, what an interesting week it's been. So much has gone on. I really don't know where to start. First of all, the Birmingham Comedy Festival started. Great news. Yep, it's currently the Birmingham Comedy Festival. Runs for 2 weeks. It's not as big as Leicester or Edinburgh, but it's there, and it could be bigger if the council put money into it. They should, really. I don't know where to go with this, to be honest, people. So some news has come out quite recently, a few days ago. There's a comedian on the circuit who is currently on the open mic circuit more than the pro circuit. He was on a video. There's a video of him on the internet uploaded to a Facebook page. Now, this Facebook page is a group that likes to look for pedophiles. That's right, I said pedophiles. Pedophile sounds a lot more nicer there. That's what the Yanks call it, pedophile. I mean, we say paedophile, but they say pedophile. Paedophile sounds really mean to me. Pedo, you're a pedo. No, pedophile. We'll call him a pedophile for now, just to soothe the listeners, in case there are any little babbies listening. What's happened is this group goes out looking for pedophiles and they kind of trap them. So they set up a decoy on the internet on a random chat app and they pretend to be little kids. So they're trying. This is how they catch them. They've been chatting to this guy for ages now, apparently. And he's been saying some vile stuff, you know. Stuff I'm not even going to say on a podcast, but you can imagine what a pedophile thinks about. Do you know what I mean? So he thought he was going to meet up and see these kids. So this group went out and caught him. They caught him on the camera. Somebody sent me the video first. I didn't know what was going on. I just saw this video from a mate of mine. And I watched the video, and all you could see is like feet. Somebody walking, feet. It was a bit like the scene, The Bill. Do you remember The Bill? Bit like that. The camera panned up and it was a bloke and I went, oh my, I could not believe who it was. I said, what is going on? And then they started talking to him saying, hello, bleep bleep, the name. We've been speaking to you. We believe you're here to meet. You're after kids. You like kids. You say you want to do all these awful, God-forbidden things to kids. I don't believe in God. I mean, he didn't deny it, but he kept saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. And, man, I was proper shocked, you know. Couldn't believe what I was watching. Because only the other day at the Birmingham Comedy Festival, on the first night, I actually gigged with this person. And I haven't seen him in ages. And I was watching his stand-up comedy. He's a musical act, if you want to narrow your search down. He was very good. I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen him in ages, and I thought, do you know what? You have improved, man. You know, you've done quite well up there on the stage. You smashed it. I think, to be fair, he smashed it better than me. I didn't have a guitar, and I didn't sing songs. Because on Friday, I went, after the gig, we went to meet up with there's the Birmingham Comedy Festival Talent Award. So after that, they all had a drink, and it was won by a female comic named Celia A.B. Yeah, she's French. She now lives in the UK. She's been going a couple of years. She's a lovely girl. Really nice friend of mine. Go check her out. New lady on the block. Yep. She won the Birmingham's Breaking Talent Award for the Birmingham Comedy Festival. That's great, man. That's going to look really good on her CV. And she's already signed up and everything. So she's doing well. We thought we'll go and see her, afterwards. Go see all the other comedians that took part in the contest. I actually got in this guy's car, the pedophile's car. I can't call him a pedophile because we need the 100% proof which is what the police needs to deal with. So we'll just say pedophile. Pedophile, that sounds better, isn't it? Pedophile. So the pedophile, I sat in his car on Friday. That was weird because I said to him, because he doesn't really know Birmingham. I said, I know where you can get parking. And I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll come with you because you can get parking then. You know what I mean? So it was me and another comedian sat in his car. To be honest, I didn't think anything weird about the bag of sweets on the dashboard. But I didn't think anything strange about that. You know, there was some gummy bears there and that. And he said, do you want one? I went, nah, I'm alright, mate. Guillotine, innit? Gelatine. Don't have gelatine. I do really, but nah, I'm alright. Then I had some, and he was like, look at this. And he opened his boot, and there was some puppies in there. And I thought, that's a bit weird. How come you got puppies in there and they're not moving? He said, Dad, don't worry about it. Anyway, we got to the Dragon Inn in Birmingham. It's a Wetherspoons pub. I love a Wetherspoons pub, I ain't gonna lie. No music, cheap booze, and you can talk to people in there. I love it. Hey, okay, back to the story. So we just sat there for a bit, having a couple of drinks, and there was quite a few comedians there. And I said to him then, I said, bleep. I tell you what, you've really improved, man. I haven't seen you for a good few years, and I must admit, your act has come on quite a long way. And he was really dead chuffed about it. He said, oh, cheers, mate. And then the next day, it was my show. I did a solo show at the Birmingham Comedy Festival. It was on Sunday, 1:15 p.m. Be there. Actually, you can't get there. It's finished. It was good, man. You missed out. It was a great show. I did 50 minutes on stage and smashed it. That's all I can say. Smashed it. Back to the story. So when I finished my gig, I stuck around. I watched a few of the other comics as well. They were doing their solo shows. And then I left about 6 p.m, got up on the bus. And that's when my mate sent the video. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. Because, do you know what I mean? You just seen that person. All this stuff is going on and you just don't know what... I had to start ringing people. I rang a friend of mine, Freddie Farrell. He's a comedian and he's got a podcast. It's called Bluff. And it stands for Better Listen, You Bleep Fools. So I phoned him and I was like, Freddie, what's going on? What the hell? And he's like, yeah, no, it's mad, innit? He goes, I can't believe it. And we were just chatting and having a quick laugh. But I was a little bit buzzing. So after that now, it's gone all over the internet. Everyone's talking about it on Facebook. I mean, even I wrote a few funny jokes on Facebook about it. But afterwards, I deleted them because I thought to myself, this guy could be, he could be not guilty. It could be false information. Because how sure are you about these people that, go out looking for certain pedophiles? Yeah, I mean, the evidence is all there, I guess. And he looked a bit shifty on the video. But you just don't know, innit? It's mad, man. It's absolute madness. And my podcast has never lasted this long. That's the first one for me. It's really played on my mind, and it's played on a lot of comics' mind. And talking about, there's comedians on Facebook, right? Oh my God, some of them, it's like, what is wrong with people? Like, one person in particular shouting, and I say shouting, typing, but it just sounded like they wanted an argument and cause an argument. All this over one pedophile. This pedophile can destroy everything. Well, I think he probably already has. His family's, I feel sorry for the family. Apparently he's got his own children and they're going to get bullied. Or how do they cope with that? The wife. Not only that, I mean, I am an atheist, right? I was brought up in I was brought up in different ways, I went to Sikh temples, I went to Hindu temples, I used to go to a Catholic school. I even went to Sunday church. My parents sent me to Sunday church. I think the only reason they sent me to Sunday church was so they don't have to pay for babysitters, so they can open their shop. That's what I reckon it was. But anyway, and loads of my best mates are all Muslim, so they got Rasta friends. I got confused when I was a child. I didn't know what I was doing, man. I don't know whether I was white, whether I was Indian, whether I was black. Because I used to listen to hip-hop, R&B. I still do. Yeah, but this guy, this pedophile, he was a vicar in a church, and apparently he still works for the church. He does some kind of role there. I don't know what it is, man. But people hide under these blankets. I'm not saying he did. He probably is not guilty until proven guilty. I really don't know what to say. This podcast 6. I wasn't expecting podcast 6. I should call it podcast 666. Innit? Or sick. So there's 3 different types of six in there. 6, you know what I mean? Anyway, there was something else I want to talk about, but you know what? I'm saving that for podcast 7. 7? Yep, lucky number 7. That will take you to heaven. Let's save it for that. I mean, there's probably a lot more I want to talk about this whole pedophile story. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say anymore. Listen, guys, if you do like this podcast, right, and I'm being genuinely honest now, tell your friends, okay? Say, look, have you heard Love Dev? Have you heard of him? Who's that? How'd you say his name? Don't know. Love Dev. Crazy little thing called Love Dev. Have you heard his podcast? Listen to it. It's alright. It's not bad. He sounds like a safe geezer, but I wouldn't put him around my kids. Joking! No. Yeah, if you like the podcast, go on Apple, right? I've already got 1 review. 5 stars. I don't know who gave that. Whoever you are out there gave me that 5-star review, and you're still listening. You're a legend. You are a legend. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, put a review on. Oh yeah, I've finally managed to get the, the sponsor thing. You know when you sponsor people, because they're a bit tight for money. I'll put a link up for my podcast page. So it's on there. It's part of the Patreon. American, innit? Patreon. Anyway, it's on there. If you want to donate, you can. If you don't, it's fine. It's free anyway, innit? But it just helps pay for, I don't know, subscription or something. More material like this. Guys, yeah. Guys, girls, people, old people, children. Not pedophiles. Don't want you pedophiles listening to this. This has been episode 6 of a crazy little thing called Love Dev. I hope you enjoyed it.